So we're going to start on our backs. So coming to your back, knees bent, arms wherever feels good for you. And you can drop the knees together. You can keep them apart, whatever feels best for you this morning. Maybe you want to reach your arms out and start to open up into the upper body. I'm just going to be here for a moment as we come into our breath. Breathing in and out through the nose. Start to expand into the rib cage, the front, the sides, and the back. Creating space on the inhale, releasing and softening on the exhale. Continuing to breathe like this, in and out through the nose. Nice deep breaths. Just allow yourself to be grounded and supported by the earth beneath you. The focus of class today is going to be our breath, using our breath as a tool to remain present, remain balanced and grounded. In times of great change, when you don't feel in control, how do you regain your steadiness so you feel balanced? To keep from panicking, try to tap into the stillness at your center. You can do this by simply focusing on your breath. As you do this, you may encounter distractions with your thoughts. Just draw your attention away from those thoughts and focus on the steady rise and fall of the breath inside your body. The consistent rhythm of this rise and fall is reassuring and can offer you access to a deep sense of stillness at your center. Remind yourself that regardless of what may be happening in your life, you can find steadiness and calm through the constant movement of your breath. As you move through your practice today, allow that to be your focus. As your mind wanders, just bring your attention and your awareness back to your breath. Reach the arms up overhead, straighten the legs, point the toes, big full body stretch. And eventually hug the knees into the chest. Adding in some rocking or some circles. Coming back to center, we're just going to roll to our side and transition into tabletop. So however you need to come onto your side, take your time, press yourself up. If you need cushion for your knees, feel free to slide it underneath. Knees can be apart or together, arms reach out in front, heart melts towards the floor. If this is too much on the knees, you can stay lifted and lower the upper body down instead. As you come into this position, take a cleansing breath in. Big audible sigh out. Allow yourself to surrender to your breath. Welcome yourself to your practice. Take a cleansing breath here. Let it all go. Slowly float your way up into tabletop. We're going to just take some cat-cow tilts. Inhaling to lift and lengthen. Exhaling, press the floor away, rounding the spine, chin to chest. You can take this movement, feel free to add in anything else. Maybe you want to do some hip circles or some torso rolls. Moving from a place that feels good for you this morning. Finding your way back to center. Inhale, float the right arm up. Coming in to thread the needle, reach it all the way through, coming down onto the cheek and the shoulder. You can also come down to a prop, like a pillow instead. As you come down, this left hand can stay where it is. You can walk it forward or wrap it behind you. Just allowing the earth to support you. Heavy through the upper body and the lower body. Noticing the movement of your breath in this position. Taking just a few more breaths here. Coming up very slowly, slide the left palm next to the face. Press yourself up. Inhale the right arm up one more time. And then exhale, bring it down. We're going to swap sides. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale, thread it through, reaching. Again, coming to the cheek and the shoulder, maybe coming to a prop. Right arm can stay where it is. It can walk forward. It can wrap behind you. Just allow yourself to be supported. Stay connected to your breath, letting it ground you. Very slowly press yourself back up. We're going to float the left arm up. Exhale, bring it down. Draw some circles with the shoulders. And then take them in the opposite direction. Come on back to center. We're going to take a seat with the legs wide. I encourage you to sit on a prop as we do that. Just going to take the feet as wide as you feel comfortable. Make sure you're sitting up on your sits bones, sitting on the prop, letting the pelvis spill forward slightly. And then you're just going to walk yourself for it. So we're all going to be somewhere different. Some of us may just kind of hang up here, hinging forward. You can come down further. Some of you can come all the way down. Soft knees. We're going to hang out here for a couple of breaths. So I want you to let go of any holding. Take a cleansing breath. Welcome your body into this position. Just breathe. As you exhale, let your body soften. Let go of any unnecessary tension. Notice the movement of your breath. A gentle rise and fall. As you exhale, let go a little bit more. Very slowly, you're going to walk your hands back, lengthening your spine, stacking everything up, helping the legs back in. Maybe you want to bend the knees. You can hang out here, take the hands back behind you, drop the legs side to side, just whatever feels good here. bring it back to center. So for the next pose, I'm going to give you two options. We're doing half frog pose, and it can be a lot. I know for some of you, it's probably not going to feel good in your body. So the alternative pose is to lay on your back and just hug that leg in or out in like a half happy baby. You can hug the knee towards the shoulder, or you can actually come into half happy baby on your back. So that's the alternative, laying on your back, hugging the leg in, and then switching sides when we switch sides. So if you're coming into frog, you're going to come down onto your belly, and you're going to want to try to keep your hips square to the mat as much as you can. You can stay lifted, or you can lower all the way down. I'm going to take the right leg out. So I'm going to slide the knee to the right edge of my mat, and I'm just going to bring that knee up until it's in line with the hip. It may not get there, that's okay, it might be down further. You're just going to find that spot for you, where this hip is as heavy as you can get it, and you're resting on the mat. So settling in here. This floor is super hard, so I'm going to slide a blanket underneath it. Trying your best to get that right hip heavy against the floor. Or you're on your back, hugging the knee in, maybe out towards the shoulder, or with half happy baby. You can keep your gaze to the right if you want to stretch through the neck. You can turn over to the left. Allow your body to surrender into this posture. Each time you exhale, let go in that hip joint. Check in with your jaw and your throat and your shoulders. Staying with it for a few more breaths. Take a cleansing breath here in this pose. You're going to come out very slowly, letting that leg go straight. You may want to rock the hips or drop the leg side to side before you do the opposite side. If you're on your back, you may want to stretch it out. And then when you're ready, you're going to do the same thing, whichever pose you did on the opposite side. If you're down on your belly, you're going to slide your left leg out, bending the knee. The toes are pointing out. So my toes are pointing towards this back wall. And then you're just going to lift it up as much as you can. Settle into the hips, try to get those hips square, and then decide where you want to be in the upper body. As you settle into whatever pose you decide on, you start with a cleansing breath. Grounding yourself here. Noticing the movement of breath in your body. Just a couple more breaths, letting go. Moving very slowly, you're going to make your way out once again. So we're going to slide the hands underneath the shoulders, elbows in. We're going to press up into tabletop. If you're on your back, roll to your side. We'll all meet in tabletop. Taking a couple of cat-cow tilts or any other movement that your body might need to let that go. We're going to eventually come into downward facing dog. Curl the toes, lift the hips, push the top of the mat away. And just slowly walk it out. Bend one knee and then the other. Really pushing the top of the mat away as you lift the tailbone up towards the ceiling. We're going to find some stillness in down dog. You can always modify and do tabletop instead. We're going to come in and out of plank. Rocking forward, maybe you drop the knees. And then exhale, press back, lift the hips up. Inhale, rock forward into your plank. Keep those hips lifted. Maybe drop the knees. Exhale, downward facing dog. Follow your breath. Float it forward. Press it back, lift. 2 more. Leaning back in down dog. Soften your knees, look between your hands. Walk, step, or jump top of the mat. Forward fold. However you want to get here. Soft bend in the knees, let everything hang. Grab opposite elbows and decompress the spine. Drop the head. Release the hands towards the floor. We're going to inhale halfway. Just find some length. Exhale, melt forward. Do that 2 more times. Inhale, find some length. Exhale, release. Press through the feet. Inhale, arms reach up towards the sky. Exhale, hands come down by your side. Pausing here in Tadasana for a moment. Just root down through the feet. Stack everything up. The hips are on top of the ankles. The shoulders are on top of the hips. The ears are on top of the shoulders. Lengthening up through the crown of the head. Rooting down through the 4 corners of the feet. Inhale, let the arms float up. Exhale, fingertips towards the floor. Plant the hands, step your right foot back for a big lunge. Lower your back knee down. Inhale, float the arms up towards the sky. Relax the shoulders. Inhale, find some length, reach up. Exhale, hands come down. Keep your right hand where it is. Inhale, float your left arm up for your twist. Exhale, release the hand. Curl the back toes, lift the back leg. Step to the top of the mat, forward fold. Halfway lift. Release. All the way up, reach for the sky. Arms come down by your side. Pausing again in your Tadasana. Checking in with your breath. Checking in with your alignment. Inhale, arms float up. Exhale, fingertips to the floor. Left foot steps back. Lower the back knee. Inhale it up. Soften into it. Maybe you want to lift your heart slightly towards the ceiling. Take a deep breath and create some space. As you exhale, take the hands down to frame the foot. Left hand planted, right arm floats up. Deep breath in. Exhale, plant the hand. Curl the back toes, lift the back leg. Step forward, forward fold. Halfway lift. And release. All the way up, reach for the sky. Hands come down by your side. Check in with the breath. Can you deepen your breathing? Can you ground yourself here? Can you stay connected to the breath as you move? Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, plant the hands. We're going to step both feet back for plank or down dog. Coming forward, maybe you drop the knees. We're going to lower all the way down, nice and slow. Coming down to the belly. Point the toes, elbows in, shoulders back, peel your heart. Maybe it's a baby cobra, maybe it's a little bit higher. As you exhale, you're going to lower down nice and slow. Press up and back for child's pose. Knees can be apart or together. In your child's pose, you're going to take your right hand and slide it through. Gazing underneath the left arm. Unthread. Switch sides. Threading the left arm through. Unthread the left arm. Float up into tabletop. You can stay here or you can take downward facing dog. We're going to flow in and out of plank again. So again, you can do this from table or downward facing dog. Inhaling into your plank. Maybe you're lowering the knees. Exhale. Float up. We'll do that 3 times. Keeping the hips lifted. Shoulders back and down. Last one. Walking, stepping, or jumping to the top of the mat. Take your time. No rush. Let everything hang. This time, just let the arms sway. Maybe shake the head out. Release towards center. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, melt over the legs. Do that 2 more times. Press through the feet. Reach the arms out and up. Exhale, hands come down by your side. Pause here. Get grounded through the feet. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, hands come down to the floor. Step your right foot back, big lunge. Lower your back knee down. Inhale your fingertips towards the ceiling. Inhale, lengthen, maybe lift the heart. Exhale, hands come down, frame the foot. Right hand stays planted, left arm floats up for your twist. Inhale deeply. Exhale, plant the hand. Curl the back toes, lift the back leg. Step it forward, top of the mat. Halfway lift. And release. All the way up. Hands by your side. Taking that pause in between to make sure that you are present, to make sure that you're moving with your breath, moving mindfully. There is no rush. You can move as slowly as you like. Take it to the other side, float it up. Melt forward. Left foot steps back. Lower the back knee down. Arms float up. Relaxing the shoulders, maybe lifting through the heart. Inhale. Exhale, plant the hands. Right arm floats up. Open your heart, stack your shoulders as much as you can. Take a deep breath in, reach. Exhale, plant. Curl the back toes, lift the back leg. Step forward. Halfway lift. And release. Press to the feet all the way up. Hands down by your side. Inhale, arms float up. Exhale, fingertips to the floor, step back. Down dog or table. We're gonna rock forward, coming all the way down to your belly. However you need to get there. Shoulders back, elbows in, press the tops of the feet to the floor, peel the heart. No tension in the neck. Shoulders back and down, collarbones are broad. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, lower it down nice and easy. Press back into child's pose. We're gonna come on up and transition onto our backs. Coming down onto your back. Hug the knees in. Maybe draw some circles. From here, we're going to release the feet to the floor. Take your right leg long, flex your toes up towards the ceiling as though you're standing on the floor. You're going to take your left foot in towards your thigh and then let the knee fall out. So your lower body is in tree pose. We're flexing the toes like we're standing and we're just letting this left thigh be heavy. Arms can come out wherever you'd like. So maybe you want to bend the elbows and grow your tree. Maybe you just want to keep your hands on your belly. We're continuing to press through the foot as though we're standing on the earth. And at the same time, we're lengthening up through the crown of the head, getting long through the spine. Breathing once again into the ribs. Feeling that expansion all the way around. So the front ribs, the side ribs, the back ribs. As you exhale, they fall down towards each other. Notice if you can relax the left leg a little bit more, releasing into that hip, letting the knee be heavy. Take your left hand to your left thigh. Just help it in, bringing the foot to the floor. Then the right leg. Just walk the feet apart for a moment. We're going to drop the legs side to side. And finding center, let the left leg go long, flex the toes. Bring the right foot in towards the thigh and drop it out. Reach your arms out again, but in a different way.
Do something different with the arms. Continue to flex through the left foot and lengthen up through the crown of the head, letting the right leg be heavy. Take your right hand to your right thigh, help that leg in. Bring both feet to the floor, walk the feet out. Arms come out, drop the knees side to side. Take this movement really, really slowly, like you're moving through quicksand. There is no rush. This is your time to move slowly, to move mindfully, to be present, in hopes that you can take this with you off your mat. And remember not to rush when you don't have to. When we rush, we tend to forget things, tend to get a little out of our body. So moving more slowly, moving more mindfully, not only in this movement, but as we go through our day. We can always use our breath as an anchor and as a tool to see how we're doing. Sometimes we hold the breath and don't realize it. A lot of times we tend to breathe really shallow. The next time that your knees fall to the left, just find your twist. You can let them hang. You can take the left ankle onto the thigh. You can turn over the right shoulder. Bring it back to center. And then take it to the other side. So maybe the knees just fall to the right. Maybe you turn your gaze to the left. Maybe you take your right ankle to the thigh. Staying connected to your breath for another moment. Coming back to center. We're gonna hug the knees in, try to grab opposite elbows if you can, or maybe just your wrists or your forearms. Just hug the knees in really tight, like you're curling yourself into a ball. But I want you to soften your shoulders and the back of your neck. At the same time, try to lengthen your tailbone. Just give yourself a big hug. When you're ready, releasing into your final relaxation. You can come to where you started. You can let the legs just splay out. Let the arms relax by your side. If you have a prop, you can use a prop. Allowing the weight of your body to be supported by the earth beneath you. Letting go of any control of your breath. Letting your body melt into the surface like honey. On your next inhalation, take a deep breath in. Long, slow, audible sigh out the mouth. Start to allow movement back into your body, wiggling your fingers and your toes, circling your ankles and your wrists. Maybe reach the arms up overhead, point the toes, take a full body stretch. And hug the knees into the chest. When you're ready, rolling to your side, pressing yourself up, just finding a comfortable seated position. Taking a moment to allow all the benefits of your practice to settle in. Taking this moment to ground yourself before you start your week. We'll take 3 last breaths together as a group. Inhale, float the arms out and up. Palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart. 2 more times. Last one, biggest breath you've taken all day so far. Pausing with your hands at your heart, gently guide your chin to your chest. Just think of one thing that you feel grateful for today, the first thing that comes to mind. Allow that sense of gratitude to carry you off the mat into the rest of your day, into the start of your week. I thank you so much for joining me this morning. Namaste. Thank you.